Looks like a solid hand. I'll lead off once upon a time to find a nice land. Just take Glimmer Post here and gonna lead off with Elvish Reclaimer. If I had a Cloudpost, I would have left off with Arboreal Grazer. Underground Sea Ponder could be a number of things. Scam or Grixis Delver, like Storm. Let's see. Alright, so it is Scam. Endurance is nice here. I think they'll take the crop rotation. They're thinking long and hard because of endurance. Oh, the Grazer. Interesting. Okay. I did not care about that one actually. That's the one I care about the least probably. We're in a pretty good spot right now. If our Elvish Reclaimer sticks around. Swamp Cycle. Okay. That's fine. Gonna get ourselves a Cloudpost here. And we might want to keep this basic around. Maybe not. We have Yavimaya and another forest. And I think here I'm just gonna play Yavimaya so that way we have a lot more action. It leaves us crop rotation, endurance, and an Elvish Reclaimer activation. So essentially we have many plays here. That would have been the time to 3, 4, 5. They would have cast Murktide if they had it, but that was a little sloppy on my part. I think I'm just going to get rid of their graveyard here. Keep them off Murktide. Maybe Endurance is the play. You know what? No, because we want to keep crop rotation open. This is kind of difficult, surprisingly. I think I'm just going to go for the Endurance because we can play it through days. They have a double days, then that's okay. Alright. I'm totally okay with that since we have a lot of the land we need and we have a crop rotation. We can start just putting a lot of pressure. Endurance is a pretty good beater. And UB Scam is rather graveyard reliant. Their main threats are Troll, as well as Grief, and Orcish Bowmasters. We don't really care about most of those at this moment. We do care about the Troll, but we have that covered with crop rotation and endurance. So I could play endurance here, but I think I'll just keep it up for now because their graveyard matters so much. And I think I'll play this again, possibly. Force of Will. Alright, I accept it. We're pretty far ahead right now as it is. So they can start getting wastelands, but that's a pretty slow plan. And we also have this crop rotation. Which I think we'll probably just use now and get Eye of Ugin, since they don't have any way to cover that. So they need a wasteland, but their wasteland's going to come into play tapped, if they do find it, with Elvish Reclaimer. If they draw one, that's another story. But we have 3, 6, 7, 8 mana, 9 technically with Eye of Ugin. So at the end of turn here, if we don't get wastelanded, we're going to search up a Ulamog and exile some of their stuff. So it was a little bit dangerous of me, or reckless I should say, to use that crop rotation. Generally speaking, it's good to save those for defensive purposes against decks like this. And now I'm in another conundrum where if I get Ulamog and can't cast it, they could theoretically discard it. So yeah, I don't think that was a great play by me. 1, 2, that was a misplay actually, I would say. And I think I'm just going to play this Besiege since, well, if they activate Reclaimer, I'll save this Besiege and destroy their wasteland. It's the play. I did play this all wrong here. Gotta remember to save those crop rotations for defending against wasteland. No use in attacking. Well, yeah, they can block. Now we're in top deck mode. And they're going to get third wasteland. Now, that was a mistake. I should have copied my own Cloudpost before they could untap with a wasteland. But on the other hand, this is going to possibly make them wait and think about not using the wasteland. So that's definitely a good thing. Good draws here would be Elvish Reclaimer, Cloudpost, Primeval Titan. That's probably one of the worst draws at this time. And now they can get their last and final wasteland here at the end of their turn. Alright, so they're gonna wasteland my Cloudpost in any case, and my Thespian stage. Oh wow. Surprised. So they probably are getting... They have a Murktide in hand most likely. They needed their second blue source, that's why they didn't cast Wasteland. No, I guess I'm wrong. This is a weird game. I feel like I went from a place of probably winning to probably losing. Well, possibly losing. Fatal Push. Can't do anything about that. Life total's still kind of high, so that's good. Alright, we got a Cloudpost. So they have used all 4 of their wastelands against us. Best draw here would be a Glimmer Post. Or a crop rotation. So if I crop rotation for a Glimmer Post, then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not enough. So we're going to, instead of casting crop rotation, as mentioned previously, we're going to, well, we're not playing against Wasteland anymore, but going to do it at the end of their turn. They probably have a Force of Will, so this is probably the best time to do it here. There goes the Force. That is a card I am very happy to see. And let's get a Cloudpost. And then we'll go to 1. Unless they're able to remove some more cards and cast another Murktide. Alright, so we have a little Mog coming into play this turn. And we got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's play around double days. Exile those dudes. Hope this resolves. They got the force. Well, we're not worried about Wasteland anymore, but if they drop even one creature, then that's a clock. Grief. Okay, Grief. That freaked me out for a second because of the Ulamog animation there. And they exiled a troll to cast that Grief. That was great. That shows you that it really pays off to hold on to cards that aren't useful instead of playing it out. I'm going to get a Cloudpost here. And at the end of their turn, we're going to get an Emrakul. Right. Played pretty unideally there, but ended up getting it, thankfully. That was really rough. It's kind of a roll of the dice there. We only have one Titan, so we will leave it like that. And we need to take out 4 more cards. I guess one crop, maybe an Arboreal Grazer, and once upon a time, maybe a second crop rotation. And I'm running 63 cards. Alright, so this is a pretty good hand. We got defense. Discard doesn't do much. We just gotta dodge Wasteland pretty much. This is iffy. I'm on the fence. Seems promising. We're on the draw. A little risky, but let's try it. That is a great draw. Play the Besieger here. Exploration has been pretty polarizing for me. It's usually really good in the early game, or as you saw in the last game, really bad. Two Cloudposts in one turn feels extremely good. We'll probably crop rotation at the end of their turn. Potentially. As I said before, it's better to keep it to play against Wasteland. However, in this case, it's a bit tricky. We're not going to fire it off because they might want to just take crop rotation. If they have a reanimate spell, it's going to be a little rough. Let's see if this comes into play untapped. We have 4, 5, 6, 5. All right, so gonna play carpet. So then that's gonna give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Not enough to cast Primeval Titan this turn. All right, so we're just gonna pass here. F6. Great draw for our opponent there. 5 mana we have. So we're gonna get a Reclaimer here. Play some defense. Find us some Cloudposts. This matchup feels very 50-50 in general. Alright, another island. So next turn we're going to get 3 mana for free. We're going to have 6 mana next turn. Do we cast Primeval Titan knowing that they might probably have days? That is a tough call. Hopefully we can draw a land here. I think, let's see, let's do a little bit of math. So we have 3 mana, then 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think it is good to jam. On the other hand, if we pass and fetch another Cloudpost, it's going to get us closer to a Emrakul. I think that's the way to go. That way we have their graveyard covered as well. I think I'm going to get, let's see, I could get Bojuka Bog during their upkeep, but I don't think that's what we're going to do here. What I'm going to do is hope to dodge discard for a turn and fetch for a Cavern of Souls with Elvish Reclaimer at the end of their turn. Make this Primeval Titan uncounterable. Hopefully they don't have an opposition agent. No opposition agent. Cavern of Souls. Name Giant. That's fine. We got other ways to fetch land now. Alright, there it is.